Stop using these 5 white poisons immediately. This is why. Did you know that these 5 white poisons which you consume every day can be really dangerous and harmful for your health? These 5 poisons can be really dangerous for you and your health in general, and this is why you should avoid them. 5 white poisons: white rice, refined salt, pasteurized cow's milk, refined sugar, white flour. These 5 ingredients are the 5 white poisons because they contain very few nutrients, protein and vitamins. This means that if you consume these 5 products every day, you will increase the risk of hypertension, diabetes and other common diseases. Well, you should also know that people who eat white rice 5 times a week have up to 17% increased risk of getting diabetes. This is just one example of how dangerous and harmful these products can be. You need to know them better before you eat them every day. Stop consuming these 5 white poisons. Pasteurized cow milk. The only good thing about the pasteurization process is that it might give the milk a longer shelf life, but the costs of doing so is high. The pasteurizing process removes all good enzymes, vitamins A, vitamin C, vitamin B6 and vitamin B12. We can also mention that process is really bad because it allows the transfer of hormones and antibiotics into the milk. This process also kills off beneficial bacteria that can be found in raw milk like Lactobacillus acidophilus. The pasteurization process also destroys 20% of the iodine present in raw milk, causes constipation and generally takes from the milk its most vital qualities. Refined rice. Did you know that the white rice processing includes a refining process which removes the outer layer and germ? Well, yes, and the only thing that remains is the endosperm, which consists mainly of starch. You should also know that the white rice can significantly increase the glucose levels in your bloodstream, which is a risk for diabetes. Refined flour. Did you know that white flour is almost pure starch? Well, yes, and white flour contains just a small amount of the nutrients of the original grain, which is a bad thing. We can also mention that the additional chemical treatments result in grain formation of a product called alloxan, used in the industry for producing medical research diabetes in healthy mice. And this alloxan compound can be a common cause for diabetes by turning massive amounts of free radicals in the pancreatic beta cells, destroying them. Refined sugar. White sugar, it's not a real food, but a pure chemical substance. This chemical substance is actually extracted from plant sources such as sugarcane or beet. Then its juice is extracted in this process, which completely removes all fiber-forming proteins and 90% of the healthy nutrients. Here's how the extraction process goes. Well, in order to remove the liquid containing sugar, they add lime, which creates an alkaline reaction that kills almost all vitamins. Then they add carbon dioxide to accelerate the lime process. Then this sugary liquid passes through tubes that remove all the impurities. Then comes another treatment with calcium sulfate and sulfuric acid bleaching, which leaves the sugar product almost white. As we mentioned before, the white sugar is not a food. It has no proteins, vitamins, minerals, it has no enzymes, no microelements, it has no fiber, no fat, and not of no benefit in human food. This sugar provides just energy and nothing more. Refined salt. We don't use the good type of salt. Well, the salt we all use is basically sodium chloride. This type of salt can increase the risk of some cardiovascular problems. You should also know that refined salt has its share of harmful side effects to those who consume it regularly too. Table salt has iodine, which is necessary for your good health. The many processed or junk foods that contain salt do not have the added iodine. Fluoride is another additive included in the salt refining process that can be bad for you when you consume too much. If you consume too much salt, you can end up with high blood pressure problems. As you can see, these 5 white poisons can be very bad for you and your health. So we highly recommend that you should stay away from them and start consuming healthy food, raw fruits and vegetables, and stay away from processed food. We really hope you enjoyed this post, and please share it with your friends and family. Thank you.